Hey guys, welcome back to Saber Outdoors. My name is Mark Alexander, and today we are at Lake Country Gun and Pawn, and we're going to see if we can buy some lures here to go fish with. Now, I've already asked if I can film inside. Unfortunately, the owner of this business is not here right now. So the person at the desk asked me not to film this time, but maybe in the future we can get some permission. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to buy some stuff, and I will see you shortly. All right, guys. So we have made it home. We have our lures in front of us from Lake Country. Now I've got 3 lures. I chose specifically lures not made by large manufacturers. So when I say not large manufacturers, I mean you're not going to find this in Academy, Dick's, Bass Pro, Cabela's, Camping World, any of the big stores that sell fishing lures. You're not going to find these there because these are made by small companies, and I like promoting small companies. That's why I have in the past done that. I like helping out people. I'm a small fish in this current big ocean, and hopefully everyone else will help me swim a little bit better. So first off, we have the trigger worm. So this is a 7-inch swimming worm, and it is in like this weird purplish deep red maroon. I love the color on this. I am super excited to see how this does. Now, worms weren't expensive, $1.99. Couldn't ask for anything cheaper. If they make it more than 2 or 3 bass a piece, I'm a happy boy. Now, our second contestant is the Shoe Booty Bait Company's jig. And this is a peanut butter and jelly jig. It's 1/2 ounce. Now, this company is currently working out of Middlesboro, Kentucky. I would like to work more with a small company like this. And there are more jig companies out there. I'm coming for you all. I love promoting small companies, and with jig companies, there's a bunch. Because jigs work, guys. Jigs work all year long, and they work no matter what the temperature is, what the conditions is. I would even try my luck with them in ice. I really would. But this was just over $2. It says $2 and a nickel. We call that here $2 and a fillip. If you know, you know why fillip the nickel is a thing. But this company's not been around for a super long time. It says established in 2007. I couldn't quite read that because the staple's right on the thing. But they have a Facebook page, so if you want to pick up any of these when we're done, go to the Facebook page, tell them I sent you, promote my video to them, say, this is how I heard about you, and buy some of their stuff, because that's how this works. Now, my last lure is probably a local giant, but in the grander scheme is practically unknown. This is a AC Shiner. These are made in Ohio. I believe it is Okena. I may be wrong in that pronunciation. But these are wooden baits. I've never fished with a wooden bait, at least not knowingly. And you can see it's wood because the lip on this jerk bait is clear. And you can see the wood through the lip. And it's really neat. Now, this comes, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, yeah, you can. It comes with an action certificate because each one of these are tested in a big stock tank to make sure they don't run left, they don't run right, they just run straight at the fish. Because no one want something that's going across the water. We don't need that. We need something that goes and then gets, bam, just slapped in the water. But we're gonna try this out. It was my most expensive lure at $11.99. That one hurt. That one hurt. That's more expensive than a Googan bait. But this is a wooden bait, and we're gonna see if there is value in that. We're gonna see how this works. We're gonna see what it does whenever I put it in front of fish. Is a wood bait going to be good enough to catch fish? Of course it is. But is this wooden bait going to just slam fish? We're gonna find out, because I'm loading up my stuff, and we're about to head towards a pond. I don't know which one. We're gonna head towards a pond and see what we can do with our baits. Don't go away. All right, guys, we have made it to the pond, and I'm gonna start this kind of from the cheapest lure up to the most expensive. So we're gonna start off with our worm, and I have that on a swing head. Can you see that color? Man, it looks good. Let me tell you, that should be a dynamite. Now, I'm gonna try the swing head first, but you can see there's a lot of vegetation in front of me. If that becomes a problem, I may have to go to a really light Texas rig. We'll just have to see. But we'll throw it out there. I'm using an old spinning rod that I happen to have, because I haven't used it in a while, and I kind of like to limber all my rods up after a little while. At least get them out for some kind of action. Got a little bit of vegetation, but nothing bad. I'll probably just fish this rather than go to a Texas rig. There don't seem to be nothing happening on bottom. Let's try swimming it in. We'll just cast it and reel it back. I mean, it's called a swimming worm. I got one. All right, guys, swimming's the way to go. All right. We've got us a nice little buck and a quarter bass. Pretty nice for poor folk. All right, guys. So we'll see you later, my guy. Throw him back. Well, guys, that's one lure down, and swimming seemed to be the way to go. So let's set this to one side and we'll go to the next lure. All right, guys, we've got our next lure. Now you can see I put a purple and chartreuse swim bait on the back of this, and I think that is going to make an awesome swim bait for this jig, because it's a peanut butter and jelly jig, which is supposed to be kind of imitating a brim of some kind, and I think that chartreuse draws them in. So let's start out. Let's see if we can catch one. Oh, I'm on, guys. I'm on, and it must be a nice fish, because it ain't, oh, it cat off. No. I was about to say, it must be a nice fish, because it's not coming up. Oh, that's a killer. Ah, well. All there is to do is throw back and try again. That's always a killer when you get a good bite and one doesn't quite get it all the way. I would love it if one would just come up nice and tight and nail it. It's my favorite right next to a topwater bite, that's my favorite thing for them to do. If they'll do them both, like bite close and on top, oh, let me tell you, nothing gets me more hyped. You saw when I was doing that paint your bait video, that one hit really close and I was ecstatic. Oh, asking you shall receive. Look at that, guys. I'm telling you guys, they work. And that's my second bass to bite this too. Boy, he has it in there. It's gonna take me a minute to get this out, because that hook is no joke. Boy, he got it hard. All right, got her out. Guys, take a look. He is trying to get away. I think he's actually a little bigger than the last one, but we're gonna send him back. Tell your mama I'm coming for her. I already stung her once today. Let her go. All right, guys, so that's two on our local baits from our little local tackle shop. You could be doing this. There's no reason that you couldn't do this. I'm just out here in the morning, and it's not like crack of dawn morning. It's probably after 8 o'clock at this point. We're gonna throw this just a little bit more because I'm a distance from the truck and I don't want to walk back just yet. Let's look at our little paper here. Read it right quick. Action Certified Shiner. AC shiner lures have been tested in water and adjusted to run true. By adjusting the metal eye upwards, the action can be reduced. If the eye is bent in use, causing the lure to swim on its side, this can be corrected by bending the eye towards the side bending the eye towards the side lowest in the water. Do not tie line on with a tight knot. Use a loop knot or a very small snap. Okay, cool. So it's a lot of nice instructions. I like that. I wish other bait companies did that, because that's useful. And I like useful things. So we're gonna put our packaging back up because I like that packaging. It's actually not just bleh. But we're gonna get her put on and I'll be right back with you. This lure suggests a loop knot. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tie me a loop, just an overhand loop, kind of get it small down in there. And then we're gonna run it through our thing. Now usually I would tie onto the eye of my hook. I would tie right there, but I'm gonna actually tie it to this loop and then do just like I normally would. So I'm through that loop. I'm gonna go round once, twice, 3, 4, 5. And instead of going through the eye, I'm gonna go through that loop. And I'm gonna go through, and I'm gonna tie that. Boom. My loop knot is tied. So I don't have to worry about my loop. I don't have to worry about it impeding my action. This is a bit bigger loop than I would want, but I don't use this knot very regularly, so that'll be okay though. I think that'll still catch fish. And we're gonna go down to the pond and see if it does. So before I really start fishing with this in earnest, let's just give it a look. That's a classic design. I've never fished a wooden bait. I've fished, countless amounts of plastic, probably without even realizing it. I've fished resin baits, but this is wood. Let's just give her a little flip out there. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels good. And it comes up fast. That is going to be dynamite. You know, I never thought about it, but let me see if this thing actually runs true. It does, just as true as can be. I could fall in love with this bait, but I don't know if it loves me back just yet. All right, guys, we've made it to spot 2. We're gonna see if we can do any good here. The water park where I usually fish opened, and as soon as it opens, they start blasting music and the fish just don't like it. So it shut off there and I decided to come here. That and YouTube does not like it when you use other people's stuff. And I can't blame them. I wouldn't like it if somebody used my stuff without my permission either. Boy, even this far out, now that the sun's out a little bit, I can see that lure flashing. No! Oh, that's probably a lost lure. Darn wind blew me into it. Yeah, that's probably a lost lure, guys. That really blows. No, maybe I got some luck yet. Well, come on, let's work with it. Maybe we can get her back. All right, at least get it tangled up in there that it'll be floating whenever I need to come back and get it. Nope, that one's gone. We'll come back sometime in a boat and get it. Hey, mate. Hey, it actually pulled free. I thought for sure I'd lost that lure. All right, guys. Now, this is a lesson about being persistent and not just breaking your lures off. Now, let's check our line. Line seems okay. None of the hooks are bent out. All right, guys. So we're gonna avoid that by going to the other side of the pond. Oh, he got off. Hey everybody, it's day 2 and it is the crack of dawn and I love it. So we're here at the pond, we're gonna try our luck. There ain't a soul here except for them that's living here. So I'm telling you, this is my kind of life. Oh, I'm on, guys. Skin him in. All right, guys, we ain't been here very long. We've got one in the, as I say, one in the boat. Let's get him up off the hook. Oh, why do you do that? You're just ripping my thumb to pieces. All right, guys, nice bass for the morning. Number 1. Tell your mama I'm coming. All right, guys, I think that's gonna be the end of my fishing for this video. I'll see you back at the house. All right, guys, we have made it back to the house. I've got my lures in front of me. So guys, we need to talk. So this challenge, I went to a local tackle shop, I bought local lures, and we smashed it. We caught fish on this. We caught a bunch of fish on this. I am obsessed with this jig right now. Like literally, I probably will put this in my main box and I will probably be buying more from Shoe Booty. Now, the shiner. The shiner works. There's nothing wrong with it, but if you listen, no rattles. It's a silent shiner. I think that is part of the reason that I didn't catch anything on this. Is there's no rattles to draw them in. They just have to physically, you know, see it. And the water I'm fishing is not super clear, so I think that hurt this lure. There's nothing wrong with AC shiners. They've been a company for decades, and there have been thousands of fish caught on this. Now, this was the first wooden bait I had ever fished, and I have some comments on that too. So this lure, it floats up so hard, like so hard. Like most lures have a slow, even float. This one's like boom up there. So I had to be boom, 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 hitting that jerking motion just hard as I could, as often as I could, to keep it under the water. But it had a great action, had a great look, and on another day, on another few days, I might have caught fish. But I tried with this so long that actually my shoulder, a day after I fished it, is still sore. Guys, these worms are beautiful. Love the color. I've actually still got the worm that I was using. I just put it right back in the pack because why wouldn't I? And I'm going to use these in the future. So these are probably going to go into my plastics bag. And like I said before, I am obsessed with this jig. I love the action that this little swim bait puts off on the back. And let me tell you, I don't know what that fish was that I lost the first day that I fished this, but it wasn't small. Because you all have watched my videos enough. When I hook a fish and I start bringing it in, I usually bring them smaller fish. They're on top and I'm reeling like crazy to ski them in. That was not a small fish, because I set the hook and it was like setting into some concrete. And I did not move that fish hardly at all. He just boom, 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 threw the lure and he was gone. That was not a little fish. I never saw it, so I can't say, oh, it was a 5-6 pounder. All I can say is it wasn't little. But that's about all I have to say for these lures. Please, if you see local tackle, go support it. You see, lure, they work. There's nothing wrong with them, nothing at all. Go support your local bait makers, your local tackle shops. They sell good lures just like Walmart does. But that's all there is to this video, so I'm just going to do the usual YouTube things, like, share, subscribe, comment. Please hit that bell so you know whenever I'm posting, because sometimes I don't post on just Friday. Sometimes you get bonuses on Tuesday. Usually Tuesdays when I post those bonuses, although I might have to modify that for certain special videos. But Friday, guaranteed, every week I post one video, and I'm posting not only fishing content, I'm posting camping, hiking, I'm posting all kinds of content, and I'm trying to put out a good product for you all. If there's something you want me to do, put it down in them comments. But guys, that's all there is to this video. So we'll see you somewhere in the woods or on the water.